Bonjour. So, are you ready to learn some vocabulary that can be useful to you during your next trip to France? Well, here we go. For each of these words, you'll see that I've written the form of the definite article, which is either le, la, or les, sometimes even L apostrophe. Remember, the definite article, if it's le, it's masculine, singular, la, feminine, singular, les, masculine or feminine, plural. And if it has L apostrophe, you can't tell just from that if it's masculine or feminine, but that's what you use when the noun begins with a vowel. I also put the indefinite article for you, and now the indefinite article is either un if it's masculine, singular, une if it's feminine, singular, or des if it's masculine or feminine, plural, and des means some. All right, so let's go. First vocabulary word, l'aéroport. Un aéroport. It means the airport, an airport. L'avion, un avion, airplane. La gare, une gare, the train station, a train station. Le train, un train. Le train, the train, un train, a train. L'arrivée. Here's an example where you have L apostrophe because it's coming right before a vowel. L'arrivée means the arrival. Une arrivée, an arrival. Le départ, the departure. Un départ, a departure. Le billet, the ticket. Un billet, a ticket. Le vol, the flight. Un vol, a flight. La douane, customs. Une douane, customs. So I just say customs in English because since we don't have articles that come before our nouns, it would sound funny to say the customs or a customs. Sometimes I've had students who have gotten confused in the past when I talk about this word douane and I say it means customs. I'm not talking about customs that have to do with traditions and these kind of things. I'm talking about customs. This is a part of the airport that you have to go through when you're entering a foreign country, which means a country that's foreign to you, of course, or if you're coming back even to your home country, but from a foreign country. You see, so you have to go through, and here's where you have to show your passport, among other things. Voilà. So, la douane, une douane. La sortie, the exit, une sortie, an exit. Le bagage, the baggage or suitcase or luggage. It's more luggage than suitcase. Or un bagage, which is a bag or a piece of luggage. Le ticket de bus or un ticket de bus. So that would be the bus ticket, a bus ticket. You can also say le ticket de métro, which would be the subway ticket, or un ticket de métro, a subway ticket. And so le métro, that's what the subway in Paris is called. So that's why I chose to use métro. À l'étranger. Now this one doesn't have a noun marker, and that's because it's not a noun, okay? À l'étranger just means abroad. So you might want to say, oh yes, this summer I'm traveling abroad. Je voyage à l'étranger. La capitale, the capital. Une capitale, a capital. So for this one, I've chosen the little map of France with Paris highlighted. La capitale de la France est Paris. La campagne, it means the countryside. This one, I didn't put the indefinite article, which would have been une, because you would really never say une campagne, a countryside. It's just referred to with a definite article, la campagne. Je vais à la campagne. I'm going to the countryside. You'll learn that verb a little bit later in the lesson. La montagne, une montagne. The mountain, a mountain. La mer, une mer. The sea, a sea. La plage, une plage. The beach, a beach. Les vacances, des vacances. So here's an example of a noun that's plural. So I'll tell you, it's feminine, but unlike in English, we always make it plural in French. In English, we just say, I'm going on vacation, and it's singular. So in French, remember, even though it's feminine, you always have to use it in the plural sense. So les vacances means vacation. Des vacances would be vacation as well, except les means the and des means some. La carte postale, une carte postale. The postcard, a postcard. Le pays, un pays. So that pronunciation is a bit strange. Even though it's spelled P-A-Y-S, you do pronounce it like that, pays. So the country, a country. Here we go with the names of some very familiar countries. And so I've just put the flags up for them, and I think that you'll be able to recognize l'Allemagne, Germany. Notice that in French, you do capitalize the names of countries, just like you do in English. They all have genders. They're either masculine or feminine, and some are even plural. If the country ends in E, for example, l'Allemagne ends in E, then it's going to be feminine. There is an exception, of course, that you'll see a little bit later. So for now, l'Allemagne ending in an E, Germany is feminine. L'Angleterre, also feminine. You got it, England. La Belgique, ending in E, feminine, Belgium. Le Brésil, this one is masculine. Le Canada, this one is also masculine. La Chine ends in an E, that makes it feminine. L'Espagne ends in an E, feminine, Spain. Les États-Unis, this one is plural, okay? So the United States, plural in English, it's plural in French, and it is a masculine country, you can see, because it does not end in E. La France ends in an E, it's feminine. It's really important to know if these countries are plural, singular, masculine, or feminine. You'll see why later in the lesson when we're talking about going to or coming from these places. So pay close attention. L'Irlande, that's right, Ireland, and it's féminin. L'Italie, féminin. Le Japon, masculin, doesn't end in an E. Le Mexique, look at this one. It ends in an E, but just to keep things interesting, it's an exception. It ends in an E, but it's masculine. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. I have no idea. I wish it were feminine. I do. Le Mexique, masculin. La Suisse, Switzerland, féminin. And voila. So you have all of the vocabulary that we're going to be working with in this lesson. In the very next lecture, you'll see some exercises that we're going to do together so that you can practice using this new vocabulaire. All right? Hang in there. Stick with it. I'm sure you're doing great. And leave me a comment or two. Let me know how it's going so far. À très bientôt. See you soon.